Hi guys, I just want to share some information, observations, about what's going on in terms of beauty being stolen, or people stealing others' beauty. I'm talking about mostly richer or middle class individuals who are stealing beauty not only from homeless but from poor or individuals who they deem unworthy according to their standards. What's going on is also that people's voices, like vocal cords, are being constantly, people are cannibalizing other people's vocal cords, eyeballs, rich people. There's people involved in spirit cooking, which there's plenty of information about on the internet. You can go watch some stuff about that. There's people, doing stuff that's basically really heinous. And the most disturbing thing is that it's constantly against people who are either somehow deemed unworthy by these individuals or these groups, or people who are deemed victims by these groups, and people that are deemed poor by these groups. And sometimes they don't want the people to get out of poverty. Anyways, these groups, or the people, or sometimes just people doing this stuff alone, whether in a group or with somebody else or by themselves, or these families that run these things, are basically very greedy and trying to profit off the poor. What's really happening is that there's a lot of people that are actually jealous, or have envy, hate towards poor people because of the spiritual gifts that many of those in poverty, like many of us, have. So these families, these draconians basically, want to not only steal the spiritual powers of these individuals, but also everything up to the facial beauty and stuff like that. Some of these groups are also involved in other criminal activities. Sometimes they have legal jobs, but nonetheless they're involved in spiritual crimes, which are often worse than any physical crime there is. And spiritual crimes are harder to detect. Spiritual crimes are much harsher to report, to experience. So I just want to raise some awareness about that, and let's leave some support. Let's place some supportive comments for each other to raise awareness about what's happening against the poor, not only the poor, but a lot of people, also against LGBT people, against people that have different spiritual views than the norm, against non-conformists. And these families doing this stuff, or these groups, these covens, are basically up to no good. These covens aren't really real, authentic witches. They're not natural witches. They're basically artificial witches that are doing this stuff in covens. I call them robot witches, and really they're no good. So I just want to get that off the chest. Thanks you guys. Please like the video with thumbs up, and I'm wishing you all the best, okay? Hugs.